Here's a quick tutorial on how to use the CCRP bombing computer in War Thunder. Now this tutorial is going to be going over PC controls, but the general sequence of events can be done on console the same exact way. This is also going to be for bombing bases in air realistic battles. Using the CCRP computer in basically any other circumstance is just kind of a waste because it is quite clunky to use if you're trying to use it in a pinch. So what is CCRP bombing? Well, it stands for Continuously Calculated Release Point, as opposed to the more common CCIP bombing, which stands for Continuously Calculated Impact Point. The use of CCRP bombing is very limited because you'll really only use it on two aircraft, being this F-84 here, or any of the F-84s, and the A-4s such as the premium Israeli A-4 or any of the American A-4s, such as the A-4E early or the A-4B that you get in the tech tree. So before we can even get into a match, we have to go through and check some keybinds. The first keybind that you'll want to check is for drop bomb series. I believe that this normally comes unbound to anything, so you'll want to have it bound to something. In my case, I have it for Z plus space. The other key that you'll want to have bound is over here in common. Up at the top, you'll want to have multifunction menu bound to something. In my case, I have it set as the default Y. And those are the only two buttons that you will need to know. So now let's get into a match and I'll show you how to actually use CCRP to bomb enemy bases in air or realistic battles. Now that we're actually in a match, before you spawn, the one thing that you'll have checked is bomb series and have that set to the number of bombs that it will require for you to actually destroy a base. Because the F-84 can only carry 4 bombs, I have it set to dropping 4 bombs in a bomb series. And once we're spawned in, we'll want to play the little game of choosing which base we're actually going to go after. I'm going to try to grab the one that's right here. Thankfully, it looks like we'll only have 2 people that we have to go up against. Now that we have that one selected, it will be the one to the far right. So from here, we'll want to hit the key for the multi-action menu, which by default, I believe is Y. And then we'll want to hit the number 6 to select cockpit. And then we'll want to hit 6 again to select the bombing target. Now here it selected the wrong bombing target, so we'll want to keep pressing the 6 key until we have the correct bombing target selected, and then we can just hit Y to close the menu again. Now that we have that, you can see that there's a vertical line, a circle, and then a tiny horizontal line. The vertical line is just there to make sure that you're pointed in the correct direction. The circle is the release point, and the tiny horizontal line is the telling you when it's going to release. And in this case, it looks like this Votor is going to steal the space from us, so we can go back into the menu and select a different base. So what we'll want to wait for is for that line to go down as it is now, and then we just hold the key for the bomb series. And as that hits the circle, we can just automatically release the bombs. And you'll see that the bombs go exactly onto the base. Now that we're in the air for a second bombing run, I'll go through the process again. First we hit Y for the multifunction menu, hit 6 for cockpit, and 6 to switch targets. Because it's the wrong target again, we'll hit 6 a few more times to switch it to the right target, and then Y to close the multifunction menu. Now to look at the reticle again, you'll see the big vertical line that'll tell us where to aim the plane. There'll be the circle, which tells us our release point, and then the tiny horizontal line will tell us when it's going to release. Now if you look closely at the circle, I'll aim a little bit off of it. When I hit the bomb series key, you'll see a little X go around the circle. That'll just say that we have given it permission to release bombs. When I take my fingers off the bomb series key, you'll see that the thing goes away, the little X. And if I put it again, X comes back, release, X goes away. You really don't have to worry about holding down the bomb series keys until the tiny horizontal line starts to move down towards the circle. Now that we're getting close to the release point, I can hold down the bomb series permission, and you can see the tiny horizontal line slowly moving down towards the circle, and once it hits the circle, it will go away and we can peel off. And there we go. That was a quick guide on how to use the CCRP bombing computer to bomb bases in War Thunder. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, but if you ask a question about console and doing this, all I know is that the sequence should be the same, but I can't really answer any specific questions about CCRP bombing on console. Hopefully this helped, and have a great day.